What up, everybody? It's the Rottweiler Patriots. I'm Vegas,
And I'm T-Bone.
and we're coming at you with another video today where we're going to be doing our New England Patriots Week 15 recap of their game against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Patriots fought to the Chiefs 27-17. Had high hopes for this one. First half, I thought looked pretty good. Had a 10-7 lead. Defense overall, good. Marte Mapu with a really nice interception. Made a great play, which set New England up for a field goal. First half, Zappy, solid. I actually think generally Zappy was decent in this game. I wouldn't say he was amazing. His interception in the second half was less than ideal, so to speak. But if the referees had half a brain, he wouldn't have been in the position he was to throw that pick. And, I mean, is it petty? Yeah, but the refs were bad today. That is a reality. That non-existent defensive holding penalty where doesn't touch him, gets called, takes away a fumble, which Chiefs get a field goal and a touchdown right after that. That changes the momentum of the game, that changes the outcome of the game. Instead of the Kansas City Chiefs extending their lead, we have the ball in good field position with an opportunity to take the lead. That changed the whole dynamic of the game. And then who knows, maybe Cole Strange doesn't get hurt, because what happened also was Cole Strange got hurt, and after he left and Antonio Mafi came in, you could tell there was a drop in quality. And that's nothing against Antonio Mafi. He's just a rookie. And I think he has the potential to be a good player, but he is not there yet just because he is an inexperienced rookie. And sometimes that's just the reality of the situation. But it was a noticeable drop in quality from Cole Strange, who's playing his best football of the year. I've heard a lot of people like Cole Strange draft bust, and it's like, I'm not sure about that. The last few games, he's been very, very good. And I think a big reason why you've seen our offense be a bit better these last 2 weeks in particular is because of the protection has gotten a little bit better. And again, the big drop off in both weeks, Pittsburgh, and then also this week was in the second half, pressure got through more. Pittsburgh, because they just figured it out. I don't know. They got more effective with the way they pressured. And this game, because Cole Strange got hurt. So, and both fronts are very good. Each team has two very good players, so it's like understandable. But it still hurts that happened. And I mean, just throughout this game, we got royally screwed by the referees. The amount of offensive holding penalties that the Chiefs got away with, dude. If you gave me a penny for every offensive hold the Chiefs got away with in this game, I would have more money than Scrooge McDuck. Like, it was that bad. It was
Rich, rich.
so bad. Like,
You'd be rich,
God
rich.
Almighty.
Rich enough to buy the Patriots.
Yeah. Although I don't think I'd want to do that because I doubt I'd run him better than Robert Kraft. But the offense, I thought looked decent. Elliott didn't have his best day, didn't give him the ball a ton, but Chiefs made it hard. Kevin Harris, got to give him a shout out. Gets a touchdown. We don't get to see him that often, but with Mondre out and Elliott being the workhorse he is, you got to give him some rest. So, not bad day from Harris. Hunter Henry had a nice day. He's been good for us. Devontae Parker, with his once in a blue moon, I'm going to perform well to make everyone think I'm actually good, when in reality I'm absolutely suck, because if it was actually good, we would have won. We would have beaten the Raiders. Mario Douglas back from injury. Nice to see him get involved. Didn't do a ton, but I didn't really expect him to do that much. You know, the Patriots actually wanted to keep him out for the rest of the year because he's had 2 concussions this year, and that's a concern. Douglas himself said they wanted to shut me down for the year, and he's like, no, I'm playing. Which, all power to him. But with that being said, I didn't expect a ton from him. Got about what I expected. Honestly, I just hope he's healthy for the rest of the year. I don't want him getting hurt again, because he is a player who I think can be a very good threat for us next year. Defense, I thought, played very good. Very happy with the performance we got from the defense. Forced 3 turnovers, although the stat sheet only says 2. The referees decided that we committed a defensive holding penalty by not touching anybody. And that eliminated a fumble that absolutely changed the whole dynamic of the second half. Completely affected the outcome of the game. We only lost by 10. They got 10 points directly after that sequence. Let's say... So that drive, where they got the fumble, they finished with the field goal. Let's say we get the fumble, we go down and score a touchdown, and then they get a touchdown. We're then only down by 4. Instead of down by 14. That's a big difference. So, that affects the rest of the game. And again, once Strange got hurt, pressure got through so much easier, it just got so much tougher. So, yeah. And again, stuff I saw in this game basically confirmed, in my mind, what I've been saying for a while, which is Mac wasn't the issue, and if Zappy had been starting at the start of the year, he'd look just as bad or worse than Mac was when Mac got benched. And Mac pops in right now for Zappy, he'd be looking probably better than Zappy is right now. I think that's just a reality of the situation. That's nothing against Mac, that's nothing against Zappy. That's just the situation created by the team. And you see, the last 2 weeks, you see, when Zappy is well protected in the first half, things happen. But the moment that protection breaks down, and he's got no time to throw, this happened both last week and this week, you see what happens. You saw he threw a terrible interception last week, was very lucky not to have thrown a second, threw a terrible interception this week because of the pressure. We saw that same garbage out of Mac Jones because of the pressure. And Mac was getting not a lot of help at all. So, I mean, that, again, defense I thought was really good. They did a good job of getting pressure onto Patrick Mahomes even when they were getting held badly. You know, and Chiefs did a good job spreading the ball around. Like, I'm just watching back the highlights for this game. I got so annoyed at how good of a coach Andy Reid was, because I despise the Kansas City Chiefs so much, and I absolutely hate how much I like Patrick Mahomes and how much I like Andy Reid, if I'm being completely honest. I like those guys a lot. I have a ton of respect for both of them and what they do. Now, do I think Mahomes definitely is overrated in the grand scheme of things? That doesn't mean I can't like or respect him.
Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, everyone acts like Mahomes is the second coming of Brady, and he's not.
Yeah. Would you say he is a first ballot?
He's making a very good argument for it right now.
Yeah.
There are plenty of quarterbacks who've done that. I still, just watching him, 1 and 2 Brady Montana. That's reality. Do not put him above Montana until he hits 4 or 5, quite frankly.
Because here's the thing around here, because I know a lot of people have Peyton number 2. Around here, Super Bowls mean more to us. Okay, that's just how it is.
Peyton's not number 2.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's
Joe
high up there.
Montana is number
He
2.
might be 3.
I think Peyton
Freaking
probably is 3.
yeah. You can't just have 5 MVPs and not do it. Although I think one of the 2 of them were undeserving. But no, Super Bowls mean more to the Rottweiler Patriots, and I think that's how it should be.
Also, MVPs don't mean squat. Brady got robbed of several MVPs. Several.
I wouldn't say that, but there were a couple times, when Brady was doing things, and then people were just like, "Oh, let's not choose him."
The problem with Brady was he was dominant so many years. Like, he put up insane numbers every single year that people just kind of got used to it. So when Brady did the same thing that he had done every single year,
he led the league in touchdown.
People decided
with 28.
Yeah,
that's GOAT stuff right there. That's GOAT stuff.
It was a much different era of football. Let me tell you.
2002, man. Good Lord.
Yep.
But
people get so used to him doing this stuff that greatness just becomes what is expected. And when you do what's expected, there's no...
You don't...
people just don't marvel at it. Like, you don't get the same level of attention. It's, same O. MVP always goes to someone who does better than they were the previous year, even if they didn't necessarily deserve it over someone else who did the same thing that they do every single year, but they don't get the recognition for it. And then even then, when Brady did do insane things, like 2021, Brady had an insanely good year. And it was
one of his best years.
This guy was 44, and he went absolutely insane. Led the league in every statistical category except for one.
Interceptions.
Interceptions. He threw more. The argument for putting Aaron Rodgers, the clearly inferior QB, as the MVP was interceptions. As if almost all of Brady's interceptions weren't perfect balls into his receivers' hands that his receivers dropped. Which, by the way, seeing all the Mahomes stands finally jump on the train that I've been on for years of, we need a new statistic for earned and unearned interceptions so that quarterbacks don't get punished for interceptions that aren't their fault.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
I've been here for years.
Long enough.
Now, I remember watching the season that Brady, in 2021. I remember thinking that Aaron Rodgers did deserve it, but I also thought Brady deserved it. Because Rodgers did not throw a lot of interceptions.
I think he threw 4 the entire year. And I'm not going to say that Rodgers wasn't bad. Rodgers was excellent that year. Most years, it is an MVP performance, but at the end of the day, Brady was better.
They were so close.
Truth.
They were so close. It was so funny because I think they both went 14-3 and had similar stats. So, but I definitely think Brady was a close second and/or robbed at first.
I think he was robbed personally. He literally led in every stat but interceptions, and the majority of his interceptions were not on him in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and were often perfect throws. So
what's more insane about that year? That was the year that the Rams won it.
Yep.
What's more insane about that year is Cooper Kupp went crazy, obviously. Matthew Stafford threw for 41 touchdowns and did not make the Pro Bowl. Now, granted, he threw 17 interceptions, but still, 41 touchdowns. That is, good Lord.
Stafford shouldn't make the Pro Bowl. Interceptions are a thing, but here's the thing. Josh Allen has thrown more, or has caused more turnovers than anyone since 2019 in the entire league, and he'll be considered a top 5 quarterback in the league for a long time. And he's a very talented player with a lot of Like, he has insane arm talent. He just has some questionable decision making at times. Although the
I have
last
a
couple of
theory.
weeks, I gotta credit he's cleaned it up a bit.
I have a theory. Lock it in now. I'm gonna say that I think that uh, Associated Press is going to choose Josh Allen as their most valuable player for this year. Not that he should be, but that they're going to choose him.
It should be McCaffrey or Tyreek. And by the way, to all of the Purdy is MVP foamers, Purdy today himself was like, by the way, don't give this to me. Give it to CMC. He's the guy who does everything.
It's self-admitted. It is self-admitted. I don't know how much more black and white you need it.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there is not a quarterback who is deserving of MVP this year. Every single quarterback has had a slump, if I'm being honest.
And if one quarterback doesn't ball out for the next 3 games, none of them are going to reach 5,000 yards. So, and I mean, I'm not saying that 5,000 yards is the line of demarcation, but I'm just saying we've had several seasons where QBs get 5,000 just because they're that good, and none of them are likely going to make it. The top one in week 15 has 3,900. That's some 2010s numbers right there.
Mm-hmm. I also don't think it helps that basically half the starting quarterbacks in the league are hurt.
50 quarterbacks or more have started this season. It's insane.
It's absolutely,
it's mind-boggling,
ridiculous. But yeah, this game. If we get back to this,
yeah. Sorry to go on that tangent, but
yeah, I mean, the point I was making was the Chiefs are well coached, and it's annoying. Like, they have a lot of issues on offense, but they're just so well coached, and it annoys me so much to see all of the little things that they do well on every single play, and to see the success that it leads them to on offense. It's like, I respect the hell out of it, but it hurts me that it has to come from a team that I hate so much. But overall, I thought this game, we're back to this garbage from the beginning of the year, was a moral victory. No, I thought this game was a positive for New England in terms of the way we played. I don't have too many complaints. Our offense looked functional. Our defense played excellent, forced multiple turnovers, and put us in a position to, be in the game. Obviously, the referees had made a major call that directly affected the outcome of the game, and there's nothing you can do about that, but, it is what it is. You have to live with what you're given, and at the end of the day, we weren't a better football team than the Kansas City Chiefs. So even though I think we got screwed, I don't necessarily know if we deserved to win, but it's a game I think we could have won. And the fact that we could have won it is a positive given how bad we have been this year. T-Bone, you got any final thoughts?
No, sir. You put it perfectly.
Alright, then we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. Please be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. We would love to hear what you all have to say. And that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And we will see you all in the next video.